So the dopamine here is really modulating effort, gain, because this is going to be the new equation here, is the net gain. The learning rate, how fast do you want to repeat a task or repeat a stimuli, and how much you want to avoid it. This is dopamine here is really big in learning and reinforcement. It's not just addiction, but it's heavily involved in addiction. And dopamine will also be about exploration. How do you navigate your life? Okay. Whenever things are good, whenever the living organism has a net gain, it will repeat that and dopamine increases. It will stamp this. It reinforces this activity, this behavior. And this state and value will get heavy inputs from this area, from the VTA, the nucleus accumbens, the VTA up through the cortex. Okay? And the motivation rises. And this becomes more of what you do for your core beliefs, your phenotype, your personality, and so forth. How much are you being hijacked by this? Okay, so let's say the contrary. You don't like something. The prediction you made didn't give you the outcome, or there's a lot of cost involved. So you avoid things. So dopamine will drop. Dopamine drops. So these connections and then the pars compacta will stamp the basal ganglia, the dorsal striatum specifically, to not want to do that. And your motivation decreases. So dopamine here with this little neural correlate that we have is intensifying. That's why they're called modulators. You might think of them as neurotransmitters, but that's kind of limited. They're much more than that. So remember, dopamine updates this OFC for the state because it's telling you what kind of state you're in the moment. The ventral medial prefrontal cortex, they have strong connections with the neuromodulatory systems, things like serotonin even, and norepinephrine and dopamine. There's a lot of subcortical inputs running through the ventral medial prefrontal cortex too, because that's where the value is at ultimately being calculated. Remember, we called this area the scoreboard, okay? And the striatum, of course, we cover that in the basal ganglia a lot. And then the ACC as well. Dopamine will help signal how much control is involved, remember? Because the ACC is like, how much effort do I need here? There's a lot of uncertainty here. Uncertainty is a big thing in life. I promise you, you don't like uncertainty. How much are you being hijacked by these areas right here, especially the ventral medial prefrontal cortex and the ACC?